If you're about to paint brand new plaster, here are a few things you need to know. Firstly, you'll need to apply a mist coat, which is basically a base coat that the plaster soaks up to seal itself in, meaning your top coat of paint won't peel or flake off. It's really easy to do, and there are a few options in terms of what paint to use and how to use it. You can either buy a simple trade emulsion and water it down to a 3 parts paint, 1 part water ratio. This is one of the most common ratios, or you can go 50-50 if your paint is really thick. You can also buy a specific new plaster paint like I did, which saves you all the measuring and mixing. This is more expensive, but I find it less hassle. This is the kit I used for the job, nothing fancy, all very low cost and reusable, and as you can see, most of this is already very well used. You can grab these types of rollers, poles, scuttles and brushes pretty much at any DIY shop. You may also need dust sheets to cover your flooring if you don't want it to get splashed with paint. Secondly, when applying the mist coat, make it easy for yourself. Use a 12-inch roller and extendable pole, as it will make the job so much easier than applying with a small hand roller. Even if your room isn't the biggest, I find this size so much better as it covers so much more wall space at once. It also makes reaching ceilings a lot easier, and you don't need a ladder. Then there's the painting process, and you still want to treat it like a final finish in some ways, because any lumps, clumps or brush marks could show through, even with several coats of your final paint on top. So really pay attention to any texture you're creating and ensure you achieve quite a smooth finish. Now I find that the plaster soaks up this mist coat so quickly because it's very porous and thirsty, so you'll probably find it's not as easy to spread your paint across the wall as you would with painting a regular wall, so be sure to budget some extra time for this job. I do use a small roller and small brush to get right into the corners, because even they need to be mist coated to stop any flaky paint mishaps. Pro tip, if you're doing this across a few days, put cling film over your paint scuttle, roller and brushes so you don't have to do a big clean up just to do it all over again tomorrow. Just 1 coat should be enough, then once that's dry you can crack on with your final decoration. Happy mist coating!